Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? This is Jeff from BKJ Mag TV, and this is the BKJ Mag podcast experience, and this is episode 46. This episode is extremely sad. I was in shock when I heard the news this morning. When I got up and I'm watching the news, I hear that Twitch DJ was the DJ who was, key phrase was the DJ of Ellen from the Ellen DeGeneres show, who was on the air for over 19 years, basically passed away earlier on the December 14th. I was shocked when I heard the news. I just couldn't believe it. I just could not believe it. When I saw his image on the screen, I'm thinking to myself, it's probably something positive, or he's doing something with the community in regards to dancing. You know, this guy had just great ball of energy when it came to dancing and stuff like that. And then instead, the news said he died. And I was shocked. I was like, I just couldn't believe it. How did he die? And then, as the news came out from TMZ and all the other news outlets, that it was self-inflicted and he killed himself. You know, I just couldn't understand. You know, I don't know the man personally, but I watched him on TV so many times, and he looked so happy. He looked so cheerful. And seeing his wife, kids, his beautiful kids, and I just couldn't understand why he would do such a thing. You know, what put him in that mindset to do such a thing? You know, it reminded me of of Jason Frank David from the Power Rangers, who played Tommy, the original Green Ranger, when he took his own life. You know, you watch these people on television for so long, and you know, you feel like you know them, you know, through television, but you don't know them, their personal life. You don't know what they're battling and what they're going through. You know, I wish he did not take his own life. I wish he didn't do what he did on December 14th. I wished he would have think it through and got help in order to deal with this issue that he was going through mentally. You know, taking your own life should be the last resort. You know, no one should take their own lives. And it was sad. It was extremely, extremely sad, and it shocked me to the core. My mom, God rest her soul, you know, she would sit down with me and watch the Ellen DeGeneres show, and would always look forward to watching him dance with the crowd, with the audience. It was just so fun, full of energy, full of love, full of compassion, just the emotion, the loving emotion. You know, I hated the whole Trump impeachment crap, is when my mother was basically on her last stand. You know, she would have loved to watch Ellen and Twitch, you know, and she didn't get to because the whole Trump thing buried it. So she didn't get a chance to see Twitch dance, you know, because anytime she saw Twitch dance, she felt so happy, you know. And it was a letter that I was writing, and I actually put him in the letter. Yeah, you know, his entertaining aspect, you know, just so amazing, so delightful, just full of energy. And, you know, my mother just loved him so much. You know, I loved his dancing styles. And it was just so unfortunate that what transpired on December 14, 2022 had to be that. You know, life is very valuable. One should not take it for granted. You know, you gotta be blessed. Not everybody gets to see Thanksgiving or Christmas or Martin Luther King Day, Juneteenth, etc., etc. So we shouldn't take one life for granted, because you don't know what could be happening the next day. And you know, he showed happiness. He showed pride. You know, and the fact that it went down the way it went down on December 14th was very tragic and very, 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 very sad. There's an article by Lisa Raspers from CNN, She talks about it in great detail. Title states, Stephen Twitch Boss, DJ for Ellen DeGeneres show, died at age 40 years old. 40 years old. And it quotes, Stephen Twitch Boss, the amiable DJ for the Ellen DeGeneres show and dancer who rose to fame on So You Think You Can Dance, has died. His wife, fellow dancer Allison Hawker Boss, confirmed in a statement to CNN he was 40. It is with the heaviest of hearts that I have to share my husband Stephen has left us, Hawker Boss said in a statement. Stephen lit up every room he stepped into. He valued family, friends, and community above all else, and leading with love and light with everything to him. He was the backbone of our family, the best husband and father, and an inspiration to his fans. To say he left a legacy would be an understatement, and his positive impact will continue to be felt, she added. I am certain there won't be a day that goes by that we won't honor his memory. We ask for privacy during this difficult time for myself and especially for our 3 killed children. It's a statement from his wife. Sad. Very, very sad. According to the article by Miss France, she writes, Boss died by suicide. According to the LA County Medical Examiner, the LA County Coroner's Office concluded their examination and published a report on his death on Wednesday. Boss was pronounced dead around 11:25 a.m. Tuesday morning in the Los Angeles suburb in Encino, according to the LA County Coroner. Hawker Boss concluded her statement by saying, Stephen, we love you, we miss you, and I will always save the last dance for you. The couple celebrated their 9th wedding anniversary just days ago. He was mourned on social media Wednesday by many who shared videos of him dancing and their memories. A kind soul and a sweet person. That is how I will remember Twitch. This was his 40th birthday party. My heart goes out to his family, especially Allison and their beautiful kids. This is devastating. I love you, brother, and will miss you dearly. Daytime host TV and comedian Lonnie Love tweeted. Born in Montgomery, Alabama, Boss earned his nickname as a child when he couldn't sit still. He graduated from Lee High School in Montgomery in 2000 and went on to study dance performance at Southern Union State Community College and Chapman University. 6 years ago, he spoke with author and former football player Lewis Howes for the latter's podcast and talked about his background, including being raised by a single mother and how his relationship with his absentee father helped shape him. I've always been that type. Don't tell me what I won't do, Boss said. I remember talking to his father outside of his work in the parking lot and telling him, hey, I'm joining the dance team. I'm going to need some shows and some money to get supplies. And he went on this tangent. I was like, oh, that means I'm really supposed to do this then. Basically, he knew when to start his dream. He knew that being a dancer was going to be his quest to being successful. In 2003, Boss was a semi-finalist on MTV's The Wade Robson Project, and it was also a runner-up on the television talent competition Star Search. Becoming a runner-up on So You Think You Can Dance in 2000 marked the beginning of his rise to fame, and he would later return to serve as a judge for the dance competition. Ellen DeGeneres brought him on as the DJ of her popular daytime talk show in 2014. A job he held until the show went off the air this year. Boss was also a co-executive producer of their show. Basically, he was on the show since 2014 until it came off the air in 2022. Sky, he warmed into Ellen's heart, with his charisma, his honesty and integrity, and his dancing skills. And his charisma to move the crowd. That's why he was on the show for so long. And a co-executive producer, he was doing big things. He stayed in touch with fans via his popular social media accounts. often sharing videos of him dancing with his wife. The pair were all-star dancers on season 7 of So You Think You Can Dance in 2010 and connected romantically. We shared a dance at the rap party of that season of So You Think You Can Dance, and we've been together ever since, Boss told People in February. There were no dialogue, there was no conversation or a first hangout. Literally, we danced and we were together holding hands the very next day. Hawk was Boss added, and we never looked back. The pair are the parents of 3 children. Boss' final Instagram post on Monday showed him and Miss Boss dancing in front of a Christmas tree. And it's sad. And his soul right now is in heaven. You know, he left a lot of great memories for us to appreciate on this earth. So we'll take those memories and we will hold on to them to the best of our ability. May he find peace on the other side. May he find peace. Because this earth, these people, us people, will miss him so much and so dearly. According to this editorial note that I'm going to put out there, if you or someone you know is struggling with suicidal thoughts or mental health matters, please call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255 to connect with a trained counselor or visit the NSPL site. Yes, so if you're going through a crisis and you don't know what's going to happen and what do you plan to do, don't hesitate to contact the number, the Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Also, you could dial 988. That's another quick number, another way of getting access to the suicide prevention hotline. No one shouldn't have the idea of taking one's life away. You are strong, you are tough, and you are brave. Life is going to get hard. Life is going to get tough. Circumstances are going to be really bad at points where it's going to make you really question your faith and your self-judgment. But at the end of the day, it's you. And if you're living for other people, it's them as well. So stay strong and stay tough. Always. And remember, there are people here that are here to help you. Good people on this wonderful earth. May God rest Mr. Boss's soul in heaven. Thank you for listening to this podcast. Very emotional podcast. Peace, love, always. One.